Uh-huh. Click the link and dive right in. AI bites in every spin.
Okay, so you ready for this one?
Yeah, hit me. What we got?
We're going deep on extraterrestrial genetic hybridization.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, right.
Definitely sounds out there.
Seriously. It sounds straight out of science fiction.
Like, are we talking little green men?
Well, not exactly, but kinda.
Okay.
We're looking at a book from 1986 called Pasted Text.
Pasted text.
Yeah, written by Marian Greenberg.
Uh-huh.
And the book claims to be a true story.
A true story, huh? So what kind of evidence are we talking about here?
Well, that's where things get a little, interesting.
Interesting. How?
It quotes experts.
Okay, well, that makes sense. Who are these experts?
Like, Christopher Hyatt, he's got a PhD.
Okay.
And Neil Freer. You familiar with him?
Neil Freer rings a bell.
He wrote Breaking the Godspell.
Breaking the Godspell. Yeah, I know that one. Okay, so we've got a book that claims extraterrestrials messed with human DNA, and it's got some experts backing it up. That's the gist, right?
Yeah, essentially they're saying that beings from other planets could have manipulated our DNA.
Okay, I'm going to need a little more to go on here. What exactly does extraterrestrial genetic hybridization even mean? I mean, are we talking about aliens splicing genes in a lab somewhere?
Well, it's kind of like that, but on a much bigger scale,
Bigger how?
like species-wide.
So, like, they're saying aliens engineered the entire human race? That's a pretty big claim.
Yeah, it's definitely controversial.
I say, but how do they explain, the whole process?
That's where the Pandora's box analogy comes in.
It's Pandora's box, huh?
Yeah. It's like the book saying, once you start thinking about this possibility, it opens up a whole bunch of questions.
Makes sense. We're talking about rewriting human history here, potentially.
Exactly. And it really makes you question what we think we know about our origins.
Okay, so what do these expert quotes actually say? Let's start with Hyatt.
Okay, so Hyatt uses this really interesting analogy about cavemen and dinosaurs.
Cavemen and dinosaurs. Okay, I'm intrigued.
Imagine, right, you're a caveman,
Uh-huh.
and you see a dinosaur for the first time.
Okay, yeah,
You're going to be terrified,
no doubt.
and your whole understanding of the world changes.
Right, because everything you thought you knew was wrong.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Hyatt's saying that our understanding of history might be just as limited as a caveman's.
So we're the cavemen in this scenario, and extraterrestrials are the dinosaurs.
Yeah, basically. And he's saying that what we think of as reality could just be a tiny piece of a much bigger picture.
Okay, that's actually a pretty powerful way to put it. I mean, it really makes you think about what we might be missing.
Right. And then we've got Neil Freer. He describes the book as blazing deeply into our genetic reality.
Oh, that's a good one. Blazing deeply into our genetic reality. So what do you think he's getting at there?
Well, it seems like he's highlighting how this concept impacts our identity.
Right. If our DNA has alien traces, then who are we really? Where do we fit in the grand scheme of things?
Yeah, are we just the product of some cosmic experiment? Are we part of something much bigger than we ever imagined?
It's definitely a head trip.
And then think about the implications for religion.
Oh, yeah. If aliens were involved in our creation, what does that say about the stories we've been told about, well, God?
Exactly. It could totally disrupt traditional religious beliefs.
So, okay, let me get this straight. We've got a book claiming aliens messed with human DNA, expert quotes backing it up, and potentially massive implications for science, history, and religion. Where do we even begin to unpack all of this?
Well, I think the biggest takeaway is that we should always question what we think we know.
Always question, absolutely. Just because something's been accepted for a long time doesn't make it true.
Right. We have to be open to new possibilities, even if they seem far out.
Even if they sound like, science fiction.
Exactly. So let's just say, hypothetically, there's something to this extraterrestrial genetic hybridization idea.
Okay, I'm game. Let's play pretend. Then what?
Then we'd have to completely rethink everything.
Everything.
History, biology, even our place in the universe.
Wow, that's a pretty big pill to swallow.
It is. What if the answers to our biggest questions, where we came from, what consciousness is, all of it, what if those answers aren't here on Earth at all?
What if they're out there somewhere in the vastness of space?
That's the question, isn't it?
It really is.
That's all the time we've got for this deep dive. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me. This was a wild one.
You said it.
Uh-huh. Click the link and dive right in. AI bites in every spin.